In episode 5, we saw how empires shaped the ancient world. But humans didn't only build cities and armies, they also searched for meaning, morality, and truth. This gave birth to religion and philosophy. And if you find value in this series, please do support by subscribing. It really helps me out, and it's free. Now let's go back in time and see how this happened. Ancient beliefs. As the first millennium BCE progressed, the major empires of the ancient world began to fade away. New kingdoms would rise up and fall. But these were different times. People wanted something more than just stability and prosperity. They wanted hope for the future, an explanation for the past, and a path to follow for the present. First, let's visit Egypt. There, the sun god Ra was the supreme being, bringing light into the darkness of the underworld. He was a powerful creator god who ruled the day. But he wasn't the only deity worshipped in the region by the late period. Egyptians believed that their pharaohs were divine too. After all, they considered themselves as the embodiment of Horus, the good god who triumphed over evil. And after death, the pharaoh would join Osiris in the underworld, where he would be judged for his deeds on earth. Only then could he enjoy the delights of the field of reeds, an everlasting paradise. To reach that paradise, one had to have a strong belief in Ra and Osiris, as well as live a moral life. According to Matt, that was the key to avoiding damnation in the underworld and ensuring that one's soul would reunite with their body in the afterlife. But some Egyptians took the risk of mummifying their dead, hoping to be resurrected one day, and their beliefs helped them cope with death. Why? Because they believed that when someone died, their soul would not vanish. Instead, it would travel to the afterlife, and there they would reunite with their loved ones once again. But Egyptians weren't the only ones searching for answers about life and death. In Mesopotamia, the great empires had fallen and many city-states were under the control of foreign rulers. Despite this, people continued to turn to their gods for help. They prayed to Marduk, the patron god of Babylon, for protection and prosperity. They honored Ishtar, the goddess of love and war, for her beauty and power. And they revered Nabu, the god of wisdom and writing, for his knowledge and guidance. In times of trouble, they turned to Shamash, the god of justice, for fairness and retribution. And when faced with illness or misfortune, they called upon the healing gods, such as Gula and Namu, for their aid. These temples became centers of daily life, places where people could connect with their gods and each other. By worshipping multiple gods, Mesopotamians showed their devotion and sought their favor. They built massive ziggurats, towering temples made of mud brick, to house the gods and honor them through rituals and sacrifices. As the centuries passed, these religious practices continued to shape the cultural landscape of Mesopotamia, influencing its art, literature, customs, and values. And in return, this region influenced the rest of the world as people traveled and traded throughout Mesopotamia, spreading their religious beliefs wherever they went. Religion and social order. Around 1500 BCE, the Vedic traditions were established in India. Its various sacred texts, collectively known as the Vedas, laid the foundation for Hinduism, one of the world's oldest religions. The Vedas contain hymns, prayers, rituals, and philosophical insights that offer guidance on how to live a righteous and meaningful life. Hinduism is a diverse and complex religion with a wide range of beliefs and practices. Some of its core concepts include Dharma, which refers to one's duty or path in life, Karma, which is the principle of cause and effect, and Moksha, which represents liberation from the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. These ideas are found throughout the Vedic texts, particularly in the Upanishads, which are philosophical treatises that explore the nature of reality in the human condition. Meanwhile, Buddhism and Jainism also arose in India during this period, offering different paths to enlightenment. Buddhism, founded by Siddhartha Gautama the Buddha around 500 BCE, teaches the Four Noble Truths, which describe the nature of suffering and the path to its cessation. It emphasizes compassion, meditation, and the importance of living a life free from attachment and desire. Similarly, Jainism, an ancient Indian religion, focuses on non-violence, self-discipline, and the pursuit of spiritual liberation. Both these religions have had a profound impact on Indian culture and have also spread to other parts of Asia. Divine harmony. Meanwhile, in China, a new kind of religion was rising. People were no longer satisfied with myths and legends and wanted something more profound. Enter Confucius. Born in 551 BCE, Confucius was a philosopher and politician who lived during the spring and autumn period in ancient China. He is revered as the central and most important figure in Chinese culture, and his teachings have had a profound impact on East Asian societies for over 2 millennia. Confucius emphasized the importance of ethics, good governance, and social harmony. He taught that society should be organized in a hierarchical way, with each member fulfilling their role and respecting those above them. He believed that the ruler should be just and benevolent, the minister loyal and obedient, the father authoritative and caring, and the son respectful and dutiful. His followers compiled his teachings in a book called the Analects, which contains dialogues, anecdotes, and teachings on a wide range of topics, including ethics, politics, religion, and philosophy. Confucianism isn't a religion per se, but rather a way of life that emphasizes personal and societal transformation through education, self-cultivation, and the practice of virtue. Another Chinese thinker named Laozi also played an essential role in shaping religious thought. He is credited with founding Taoism, a religion that emphasizes living in harmony with the Tao, or the natural order of the universe. Laozi taught that the Tao is a source of wisdom and truth that can be accessed through meditation and introspection. Taoism has had a significant influence on Chinese culture, art, and philosophy, and its principles continue to be studied and practiced today. The Greek Enlightenment. As the Mediterranean Sea became safer for trade, merchants from across the Levant and Greece began trading their goods in the city-states. Cities like Athens and Corinth grew rapidly as artisans produced luxury items for the wealthy. But while this wealth led to impressive architecture and grand festivals, it also created tension between rich and poor. Enter Socrates, a man who dedicated his life to asking questions. He lived from 470 to 399 BCE, and is considered the founder of Western philosophy. His approach to knowledge emphasized critical thinking, logic, and the importance of questioning assumptions. Unlike many of his contemporaries, Socrates did not write any books, but his ideas were recorded by his students, most notably Plato. Socrates believed that true wisdom comes from recognizing what you don't know. He challenged people to examine their beliefs and to defend them with sound reasoning rather than relying on tradition, authority, or popular opinion. His method of questioning, known as the Socratic method, is still used today to help people think critically and to improve their arguments. Socrates was a pivotal figure in ancient Greek philosophy, and his ideas had a profound impact on Western thought. His contributions to ethics, epistemology, and metaphysics continue to be studied and debated today. Another Greek thinker who followed was Plato, who is regarded as one of the most influential philosophers of all time. He was a student of Socrates and founded the Academy, one of the first institutions of higher learning in the Western world. Plato's work covered a wide range of topics, including metaphysics, ethics, politics, and aesthetics. He is best known for his theory of forms, which posits that the physical world is just a shadow of a higher realm of forms or abstract concepts. He also explored themes of justice, courage, and wisdom in his dialogue Republic, which describes an ideal society ruled by philosopher kings. And then there was Aristotle, born in 384 BCE, was a student of Plato and tutored Alexander the Great. He was a polymath whose work spanned many fields, including logic, physics, biology, ethics, and politics. Aristotle emphasized the importance of observation and empirical evidence in understanding the world, and his systematic approach to knowledge had a profound influence on the development of science. He also developed a theory of causation, which proposed that every event has four causes: material, formal, efficient, and final. Aristotle's contributions to philosophy and science are vast, and his influence on Western thought is immeasurable. Facts and figures. Here are some facts and figures about the rise of religion and philosophy that you might not know. The Vedas are among the world's oldest sacred texts, with some scholars dating them back to around 1500 BCE. They are written in an ancient form of Sanskrit and consist of four main books: the Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Yajur Veda, and Atharva Veda. Buddha's teachings began to spread across much of Asia after 500 BCE, attracting followers from various social backgrounds. His message of peace, compassion, and enlightenment resonated with people who were seeking alternatives to the prevailing religious and philosophical norms of the time. The Analects of Confucius, a collection of his sayings and teachings, became a foundational text for Chinese society, shaping its ethics, social norms, and political ideals for over 2,000 years. Lessons for today. From the ancient Egyptians to the Greeks, people have always sought to understand the world around them and their place in it. Religion and philosophy are two ways humans have coped with these questions. They teach us. Human beings need both faith and reason to interpret the world. Morality and wisdom hold societies together more strongly than armies ever could. Ideas are as powerful as empires. These ancient beliefs may seem very different from our own, but they also share a lot of similarities. They remind us of our common humanity and our eternal quest for meaning. They show us how our ancestors grappled with the same questions that we still ask today, and they inspire us to keep searching for truth and wisdom in our own lives. As we conclude this episode, let's take a moment to reflect on the enduring legacy of these ancient traditions. Their influence continues to shape the world we live in today. From the temples of Egypt to the philosophies of Greece, these ancient cultures left behind a treasure trove of knowledge and wisdom that continues to inspire and enlighten us. In the next episode, we will explore the classical civilizations, Greece, Rome, and beyond, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Thank you for joining me on this journey through time. Until next time, stay curious and keep asking questions.